have to check the team anyway. How are we going? Hello and welcome here to Park Sean McDermott here in County Leitrim for this championship intermediate between Carrigallen and Drumkieran. Earlier on in the year, Drumkieran nudged out Carrigallen in the league, but it was a very small margin. I think it might have been 1 point, so we're really looking forward to this challenge today. Carrigallen won their first game against Clune, and so they really need another victory now to secure their position within the intermediate championship and maybe go on and punch to win it. Just running through the Drumkieran team as the referee throws up the ball and Tiernan Rourke catches the ball. He plays the ball down the centre to Jared Percival. The number 14 for Carrigallen, charging in a goal. And what a start for Carrigallen. Well done, Percy. It's a point for Carrigallen. The Drumkieran team is Kevin Ford in goals. Then we have Tommy Rogan, Phelan McHugh, Glenn Kavanagh. Then we have Aidan Dolan, Jason Byrne, Dara Flynn. Midfield, Kieran White, James Gallagher. Half forwards of Seamus McNamara, Eddie Tiernan, Cathal McCauley, and full forward line of Jamie Langan, Connor Woods and James Gallagher. And it's the Drumkieran men coming, pushing over. But it's Darren Riley. Darren lets it off to the two brothers. And now Gary Riley in the centre for Carrigallen. Gary plays a low one into the forwards, but it's the forward standing behind their man, and it's Drumkieran men. Number 3 coming away with it. That's Phelan McHugh. McHugh plays the ball forward. Lets it into the number 13. That number 13 is Jamie Langan. He plays it down to the left hand corner forward position. The number 12. That number 12 is Macaulay with JP McManus running him down, and then we have Young Lions also pressing on the Drumkieran men as they try to push forward. 13 takes a shot and goal, and he puts it over for the equalising score. A very good score there from Jamie Langan. So just running through the Carrigallen team, young Darren Kenny in goals. It looks like the full back line is JP McManus. Young Lions at the far side. We have Barry Nash in the centre, so you have Danny, Barry and JP. Half back line looks like Barry Riley, sorry. Just the ball, just as a quiet period there as it goes through the centre. You have Barry Dolan there in the half back lines. And the number 18 looks like Alex McFarlane in the half back line. So Alex has got his first game for the seniors, and 17 plays the ball up through the centre very quickly. It goes straight into the That's a terrible mistake from Darren Kenny. It has come off his fist and gone into the back of the net. That's a horrendous start for Carrigallen. So Drumkieran 1-1, Carrigallen 1 point. Horrendous mistake. So also in the half back line there you have Darren Riley, and you have Mark Dolan as well. In the midfield then you have Tiernan Rourke. I don't know who else is in the midfield with him. Barry Dolan there picks up the loose ball. Slips it back then to Darren Riley. Darren's looking for support. He gets that support from young Mark Dolan. The Dolan brothers. There's 2 sets of Dolan brothers in Carrigallen. The ball's played up to Kieran Riley. Kieran turns, takes his man. Nearly fed in. Well played, young Dolan. And number 2 for Carrigallen puts the ball over the bar. I think that was Mattis. The number 2 in his shirt playing in the corner forward position. And the forwards, you have just the 2, and it's Jared Percival and Kieran Riley. So Gary Callan just playing with the 2 up front. That's a new setup. Now they trail at the moment by 2 points. Well gathered in by the number 17. That 17 is Patrick McHugh. Drifting back in then to Kieran White. White slips the ball through, and he bursts through the 2 Carrigallen defenders are in midfield. Slips into the number 13 who scored Langan who got that point, and he's brought down and he's complaining, and then JP McManus pushes the man on. Really, JP was a little bit unlucky there. It's a sideline ball, or in fact the referees give a free kick into Drumkieran. To the midfield is Bean O'Rourke. So the free just on the sideline. An acute angle now for this to attack. But it's coming in from the number 12. And Cathal McCauley's going to take it. As there's some attention been given, I believe, to Jamie Langan. He took a hard tackle, but it was a fair one. But Carrigal just need to settle down now. That was a bit of a shock to the system, but they're only trailed by 2. There might be 5 minutes gone in this intermediate championship. Preliminary rounds. The league rounds now as they're... Ball's played through the centre. Oh, very loose marking from Carrigallen. And a great block then from Dolan. But unfortunately it's lost. Oh, and a great push by young Nash as well. A great block. It's high and long and goes wide. That came from Eddie Tiernan. But a great bit of defensive work there from Barry Dolan. When really the Carrigallen backline were standing too far off their men. Oh, again, that's no challenge there. Too far. Again, unmarked. Not tight enough. Not touch tight. As the Drumkieran man, that's number 15, James Gallagher. He tries to duck inside Barry. Oh, great tackle. And he's given the free in again against the men from Carrigallen, the young Danny Lyons. He could give you a speeding ticket now. And young Darren Kenny, he needs to settle himself down now after that mistake so early on in the game. That has given Drumkieran the advantage. And that ball's played, it's going to go to the left hand side and goes wide. That one also came in from Cathal McCauley. So if Carrigallen can get the ball up to the forwards, they seem to have the edge up there. But it's getting it there. There's only the 2. Say Mattis Polis with the number 2 is playing deep behind the forwards. Up goes Bino. On Crotch hits well, the big man. He's trying to get up. He tries to let it out, and he does let it out. Well done, Bino. Into Barry Dolan. He plays the ball out towards Jerry Percival. He gets a little bit of a nudge off the ball. And it's the defence of Drumkieran that comes away with it. Phelan McHugh is one of those men who's involved in this. So is Aidan Dolan. He slipped the ball out then to James Gallagher. Gallagher, plenty of time in the ball, feeds it out to the fullback. That fullback is Phelan McHugh. McHugh, a lot of the damage coming down this left-hand side from Drumkieran, and that's the number 12, McCauley. Take a couple of free kicks, he's missed them. He's now fed the ball back out again, and the ball's played through the centre, but there's nobody over there for Drumkieran. And it's young Daniel Lyons who'll have lots of time and lots of space to pick this one up. Gary Riley going towards him. So is Mark Dolan. Mark Dolan got into the space, called for the ball, got the ball. Jerry Percival needs to make a little bit of a move, make that space. Young Mark Dolan picks it up again. He's cutting inside, he's going to get caught for overcarrying, and he was caught for overcarrying. As it's fed in quickly, taken quickly to Gallagher. Gallagher steaming through the middle. But he has 1, 2, 3, 4 Carrigan men in front of them. The ball's played high, dangerously in there. JP McManus is there. So too is Barry Riley. Barry, a clever backheel, and it goes wide. A bit of a dangerous little bit of manoeuvre in there by Barry. Big Carrigallen bench, and has the likes of Andrew McManus, Benny Rourke, the old boys, whose legs just won't carry them the whole distance anymore, but may come on as impact subs later on, as Barry Dole gathers that very, very well. But then he falls and wins the free kick, and it's Bino Rourke. Bino, he looks for Jerry Percival. Jerry is going to get to this one. Oh, the ball hops over his head, and it's Rogan Rogan picks up the ball. He's solo. He's having to look to see who's available. The number 6 is available. That's Jason Byrne. Jason Byrne cuts inside. And still got in possession. Now under pressure, and he's overcarried the ball. Taken quickly by Gary Riley in towards Cousin. Kieran. Now Darren Riley. Now Darren was caught with overcarrying as well. Just those couple of seconds, and it's enough. The referee's been very consistent now. Drumkieran. On the unmarked number 17, the number 17, Patrick McHugh. It's a perfect conditions here today in Park Sean, but he just gives it away, and it's Barry Riley. Barry has got plenty of space in front of him. He's running into that space. He then lets off Tiernan Rourke and receives a great return pass. Receives a good shoulder though, but he feeds it off into Gary Riley. Gary Riley's a chance to put in young Percival, but he however hit the ball. And that was a great opportunity for Carrigallen, but the pass was too long. And feeding away down this left-hand side again. And Gary goes in to get the tackle in, probably to recover from the ball that he played in. Feeds in the number 3. That number 3 is McHugh. Phelan McHugh. Out to that number 17 again, Patrick McHugh. So, don't know if they're related, but they're scooping up the ball. Is James Gallagher. Gallagher, he's on his own. He's pulled back. He's fouled. So after a great flurry of scores in the opening few minutes, there has been none now in the last 5. As Gary Riley tries to get this man, fouls him again. The referee this time just deciding he needs to calm it down, just making a note for Gary Riley. You'd have to say, well, it's intense, it's pretty scrappy. Just the ball fed back into that number 5, Bourne. And he feeds a nice one feeds it into the number 8, White, and the ball's played in towards Darren Kenny. This time Darren doesn't fumble it, and he plays it solidly out to Daniel Lyons. He's got Barry Dolan on his outside, and Barry then gets the return, and Danny's gone for the return as well. It could be a nice inside, but instead he plays it long into Kieran Riley. Kieran, the ball bounces off his chest, and coming away with it for is Dolan. Aidan Dolan, that is, for Drumkieran. He's still got it, and he's powering his way through, but he has to go back, and he finds that number 17, Patrick McHugh, who's seeing lots and lots of ball for Drumkieran. And Kieran White now, he's soloing, but not a lot of movement from Drumkieran. It's a bit static, it's very slow. And again, they're playing that high ball through the centre, and it's on this left hand side where they're making some progress. The number 12 shoots, and he's pulled that one left hand side and wide again. That's Cal McCauley's 3rd wide of the game. Considering it's a 12 o'clock start here, there's a few people about for the game. Decent crowd. Good ball through the centre, but standing behind his man was Mattis. And he chopped his man down. Free kick into Drumkieran. And again, Carrigallen just not tight enough, not making it hard enough for Drumkieran, and then fouling the Drumkieran men and giving lots and lots of possession away. Again, the long ball into the corner. This time it's on the right hand side. Unmarked, there is Macaulay again, and he's fed in to number 14, who puts the ball over the bar for the first score in some 10 games. Now it's 1-2 to Drumkieran, 2 points to Carrigallen. That goal is what's dividing the teams. Darren Kenny restarts, drives on up through the centre. Normally Tiernan Rourke is the man to win those. He got his hands to it, but it dropped. And it's the mid from Kieran again, that number 9, James Gallagher is fed right through here. And it's a second goal. The long ball is destroying Carrigallen at the back. That one came in from the number 12, Cal McCoy. Now Carrigallen have got it all to do. It's 2 goals and 2 points to Drumkieran, and it's 2 points only to Carrigallen. And the backs are leaking it. And it's the high ball. It's been played. They're playing the ball, clearing the half-back line altogether. The old-fashioned route to goal. He took that very well, placed it. And again, Gary Riley wins this one. And he tries to get himself through it, but a tackle comes in. He's got it again. He plays the low one in then to JP McManus, who's moved up the field. He's looking for support inside. He finds towards Kieran Riley, but the number 3 gets his hand to it and breaks the ball down. That's Phelan McHugh. And now James Gallagher to McHugh again. Pressure put on then, but James Gallagher gets it. He feeds it out to the right hand side of the field towards James Langan. And Drumkieran men who are definitely dominating the possession of the game through Jason Byrne. Jason Byrne turns inside and finds that James Langan again into the number 14 Connor Woods. Woods got possession, but he's not under enough pressure, but finds that relief through Aidan Dolan. Dolan then puts it out to the number 13 Langan, but it's well gathered by Mattis Poulos. Mattis has been pulled back to help out the defence, but he gave the ball away, and it's another chance of goal. It's another point. That point came in from James Gallagher, and Drumkieran, if Carrigallen aren't careful, are going to get out of sight. Kerry Riley down, stretching. But it's an horrendous start to this game for Carrigallen, and it's a long way back with 7 points adrift. And maybe only 15 minutes gone of this first half, 15, 16 minutes. Darren Riley wins the ball, feeds it back to Mark Dolan. Mark Dolan, he's looking for JP McManus, who's been moved up to the forwards. As Mattis Poulos has been pulled back into Jared Percival, but Percival needed to be quicker, but then he recovered well into Gary Riley. He tries to put in Kieran Riley, and Kieran Riley gets stripped, I think fortunately, to be honest, and it's a free kick into Carrigallen. Just tripped by the number 3 Phelan McHugh, but I don't know if the intent was there. Is there no umpires not recovering ball? Great set of umpires down there. Percival has to go and retrieve the ball. That's too long. They need to put more balls on the field. That's not good either from either team, that there should be more balls around the end of the goals to be fed out. That took too long. Percival. And Jared Percival gets his second point of the game. Carrigallen's third. It's 2-3 now to 0-3. So only a couple of goals between them. Still plenty of time. But Carrigallen need to get the next score. Kevin Ford. Puts the ball out to this left hand side. Tiernan Rourke. This time he got it and he held on to it. He's trying to solo on the left hand side himself, but there's nobody out there. He's trying to put the ball into the space for Percival. It's a big call low, but Percival's trying. He keeps it in play, but no other support was there from Carrigallen, and Drumkieran come away with it again through Jason Byrne. Feeds it through the centre, and Drumkieran now have space on this left hand side of the field, but Dolan turns inside. Feeds it back out then to White, Kieran White. And as Tiernan Rourke tries to get his hands on number 7, Dara Flynn, he lets the ball off. And again, Drumkieran looked very dangerous coming through the centre. And an unmarked man on the right hand side of the field. That is the number 9, James Gallagher. Gallagher solos inside Darren Riley. He's going ahead. He shoots. He scores. It's another score. 2-4. Drumkieran. 0-3. Carrigallen. Already Carrigallen thinking of substitutions, warming up. Play it up. Tiernan Rourke breaks it again. This time Barry Dolan picks up the loose ball. That's one of the few loose balls that have been won by Carrigallen. Fades up towards Jerry Percival. Percival is the forward from Carrigallen who's doing all the damage. Oh, just fed it in, but Kieran Riley was just behind his man. And McFarlane, Alex trying to wrestle the ball out of the hands of Phelan McHugh, who wins the free kick, takes that free kick well there. Drumkieran feeding again out to the outside. 1, 2, 3, attacking in threes. And again, that high ball across the half-back line has worked again as Connor Woods has it. And now, straight through again. Surely it's not another one. It is another one. Carrigallen in tatters at the back as Carl McCauley scores the third goal for Drumkieran. It's a nightmare back line. It's a nightmare score for Carrigallen. It's not just a leaky backline, it's a leaky bucket of a backline. And this game is quickly going out of the reach of the men in blue and white as Drumkieran form yet another attack through that number 9 James Gallagher. The heads have dropped in Carrigallen as it goes out to Eddie Tiernan. Tiernan then spins and turns. He puts it to the left and puts it wide for Drumkieran. I think maybe fifth wide of the game. Carrigallen maybe had one, and yet Drumkieran lead on the scoreboard by 3 goals and 4 points to no goals and 3. Mark Dolan getting just some water, some attention. Darren Kenny feeds it up through the centre again. Gary Riley breaks the ball down to Tiernan Rourke. Tiernan picks it up well and pushes hands off his man. Now Mark Dolan into Gary Riley. Play it out to JP McManus. JP McManus holds on to the ball, wrestles the ball, and I don't know what was said. It was taken quickly by JP. Kieran Riley, can he get through? Kieran Riley does get it. Is it in the back of the net? No, it's a point. It looked for a minute that it may be in the back of the net, but it just dropped over the bar. So there's 3 goals between the teams. It's 3 goals and 4. Drumkieran 4 points to Carrigallen. Drumkieran again building up. Again, if Carrigallen were close to the man, he could have been over the sideline. But Aidan Dolan had lots and lots of time. And that number 6, Jason Byrne, causing a lot of problems in that centre midfield position. And again, they play the ball up to their forwards very quickly into that number 12, McCauley. McCauley drops one in, and it's not even going to go out. So Darren Riley needs to get it. No, it wasn't out. And you could see that the umpires knew that it wasn't. He actually fed the ball into himself at Gary Riley. That one gets blocked down, but he wins it back, but then he's lost the ball. Then he's won a free kick. Drumkieran supporters not very happy with that decision, but it's not a major one. It's well in the Carrigallen half. And Jerry Percival had it, lost it. Barry Dolan tried to get in there. Jerry Percival won it back, and he's found Barry. He tried to throw it up. And very lucky to get away with a free kick. Got to bend your back in this game. You got to pick the ball up properly. And Alex McFarlane puts that one to the right hand side and first Carrigallen wide maybe of the game. So about 24 minutes gone. Half-time can't come quick enough, I think, for Carrigallen, and I would say there could be wholesale changes around the field, but both in position and in personnel. This ball's played out towards Gallagher, right over everybody. 2 Carrigallen men go for it. Tiernan Rourke has won it. Tiernan feeds it into Hazy. Kieran Riley. He's got JP McManus inside him. JP McManus cuts inside too. JP McManus shoots and goal. JP McManus has put that one over the bar. Good score for Carrigallen. It puts them 5 points. Drumkieran 3-4. So believe it or not, it's only 5 scores to 7, but unfortunately from a Carrigallen perspective, out of those 7 from Drumkieran, 3 of them are goals. Kevin Ford feeds it out. Breaking ball again. And once again, Drumkieran men find the space, find their man. Flynn has found 15 Gallagher. That's actually number 5. And that one's blocked down on Mattis. And the foot goes in. And it goes over the... That was a very, very quick point. As Mattis went down for it, the foot went in. I think it was the number 17, Patrick McHugh. So he's equalised the points differential. It's 3-5 for Drumkieran, 5 points to Carrigallen. Great catch in the centre from Kieran White. Once again, feeding in Drumkieran. Drumkieran are really beginning to boss this game now. It's James Gallagher. He's got too much time. Not enough challenge. But another high ball played in again. This time Darren Riley is there. Darren has dropped back into this full-back position. Gary Riley looks around and he feeds in a tight ball in to Alex McFarlane, who spins and turns and gives it back to Gary. But there's nobody inside. There's nobody breaking with any speed in the inside. Now Mattis Pulis gets it. He's got Barry Riley. He's got Con Dolan. He's got Big Bean O'Rourke. But it's all very slow, all very pedantic. And now Darren Riley has dropped it. And the time, and look at the space now for this number 12 Macaulay again, as Barry Dolan tries to get to him, but he's outpaced Barry Dolan, and he's plastered another one into the back of the net. This is atrocious defending from Carrigallen, and there's no point in being in your hunkers, there's no point in being around your field, there's no place to hide. It's atrocious. 4 goals and 5 points to Drumkieran, 5 points to Carrigallen. And the form which has belied all year Carrigallen has come back to haunt them today. Alex McFarlane flicks that one on towards JP Mack. He gets the shoulder, takes the shoulder, then puts an arm in. JP getting frustrated. That's pure frustration. Receives the yellow card for that. As the sun breaks through, but it's certainly not breaking through. There's no breakthrough for Carrigallen. James Gallagher through the centre again. And a very weak hand as a tackle is played in there through the centre. And number 22 has come on. Keith O'Donnell for Drumkieran. I don't know who came off, but the ball's played out to that corner again. Connor Woods is able to go through 3-4 Carrigallen men. Gary Riley gets the tackle in. The breaking ball goes to Jerry Percival. What the hell is Jerry doing back there? And that shows you how the whole shape of Carrigallen. And there's one ball put up to one Carrigallen man and 3 Drumkieran men around him. He hadn't a hope, and the ball's played into this number 22. It's Keith O'Donnell. And then to the number 7, Dara Flynn. Dara Flynn finds James Gallagher again as they build down the left-hand side again. To Tiernan. Tiernan flicks into the number 9. That number 9 is James Gallagher, and that's a good block down. And it's a 45. That was Mattis. Got the block in. As we ticks and clicks towards half-time. That's a half-time that really can't come soon enough for the men in blue and white. What's the time? Nearly 30 minutes gone. This could be the last play of the first half, depending on if the referee adds anything on. And it's Jamie Langan will take the 45. It's a dangerous looking ball, but it's Carrigallen have won and are coming out with it. Danny Lyons flicks the ball over to Bino. Bino O'Rourke. But it's taken Bino too long to progress, and the whole impetus has dropped out of the attack. Mark Dolan had the ball, lost the ball, and had to give it back to Bino again. Fed up to JP McManus. JP looking, nobody coming off the shoulder with any pace. There's also, they're flat-footed. There's no one coming through. There's no one coming through with any pace, either inside or outside the men who have possession of the ball. And therefore, it's just so slow. Drumkieran have lots of time to cover it up at the back. And also find their men who are just lying unmarked as Carrigallen are dropping back. But they're not even dropping back effectively. And so it's a sideline ball for Carrigallen as the half-time whistle comes in, and Tiernan Rourke has the ball. But again, nobody coming who is coming in to give him support. He's still slow into Jerry Percival. Jerry going to take them on. He took them on in the first few seconds of the half, and he's maybe fed in JP McManus, but pass just too long. And the keeper comes over, and oh! It's in! Oh, it's over the bar! Oh, what a chance! What a chance that was! Should have been in, wasn't?
That was a big fucking miss.
What a miss, but it is a score. But it's only a point for Carrigallen when they needed a goal. It's Carrigallen 6 points. It's Drumkieran 4 goals and 5. And with that, the referee blows up for the half-time. And so Drumkieran very comfortable as they go in to the dressing room. So we're back for the start of the second half. A couple of changes for Carrigallen as predicted, and it's changes in the forward line with Benny Rourke. Benny the Gooch is on, and so is young Daniel Hackett, gone off as Darren Riley, and we haven't identified the other. It's Kieran Riley, I think, has gone off as well. So ball's thrown up, 1:15. Ball's played down to the corner to number 12. That number 12 is Cal McCauley. And a shot in on goal, and it's a point immediately for Drumkieran. Just a correction from the first half. There was no Connor Woods. It is Colm Clark who's playing 14 for Drumkieran. So the early strike, and again, absolutely ridiculous situation where one ball is out on the field of play. None behind the goals. Is there a shortage of goals in a shortage of Gaelic footballs in Leitrim? There's certainly a shortage of edge for around Carrigallen as Tiernan Rourke flicks that one over. JP McManus gets a foot in. But it's the men from Drumkieran who come away with the ball. Mark Dolan goes for that one, doesn't win it, but he's won a free kick. Won it from Jamie Gallagher, taken quick into Danny Lyons, into Tiernan Rourke. Tiernan up to JP Mack, that is. He's trying to struggle his way through. Feeds back to Jerry Percival. Under a lot of pressure, Jerry's trying to wriggle his way through. He's gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the ball just drifts to the left-hand side as wide. The referee has given the score. He's overruled the umpire and give the score. It looked like a score from here. The umpire waved it wide. Now the referee's going to consult. But as far as he's concerned, he's now given wide. He overruled himself. That was unfortunate for young Percival. That would have been a great score. He went through 5 men to get the shot in. Kevin Ford restarts. A little push in the back there from Jerry Percival as he went up for that, and there's the 4 unmarked men for Drumkieran again. Dolan. Ball's played long, and this time gathered and dropped and won by Barry Riley now. Up to Gary Riley. Gary then skips inside his man, that number 9, James Gallagher. In to Dolan, Mark Dolan that is. He plays the high ball in, but it's won by the number 2, Rogan. And you can see a very strong defensive half-back line here from Drumkieran. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And ball's played inside from the number 12. And once again he spins and turns, but this time he's overcarried. That's a free out to Carrigallen. Oh, a dreadful free kick taken by Barry Nash. And now that has only let in the number 14, Colin Clark. And Clark puts the ball wide. No dispute about that one. Darren Kenny will restart. There's the ball out to the right hand side. But again, Big Rourke wins it this time. Broke it down. Feeds it out to Barry Dolan. Barry Dolan tries to break the tackle. Does break the tackle. Jerry Percival too deep in my opinion back there, but JP McManus has got it. He's got Jerry Percival inside him. Jerry doesn't go off the shoulder quickly enough. Kieran Riley is on the field of play. Mistaken, it said Kieran was off, and he's played that one wide. So I don't know who else went off the field for Carrigallen. Maybe look down at the bench. This time Gary Riley wins it with a good tackle, comes in and he's won the free kick, which Mark Dolan looks to take quickly. He's got Barry Riley in space. He's got the Gooch, Benny Rourke. Here's the Gooch cutting inside, and he's smothered, and his arm is pulled, and he's won the free kick. And this should be a tap over for the Gooch. In fact, he's leaving it for Jerry Percival to take. It's Alex McFarlane who has come off as the other substitute for Carrigallen. That one goes straight through the uprights. No disputing that one. And it's 7 points to Carrigallen, 4-6 to Drumkieran. 2 substitutions coming onto the field for Drumkieran. The number 18 is coming on. That is Graham Maguire. And also the number 30 is James Hazlitt. So I think those substitutions from Drumkieran are basically to give their men a run, because they're under no pressure whatsoever out on the field. And again, this time, Jerry Percival is going through on his own. He's got a chance. No, it's broken down. Once again, the breaking ball is won. The men from Drumkieran are there quicker, and he's overcarried the ball, and it's a free kick in to Carrigallen, which Jerry Percival trying to wrestle it out of his hands and take it quickly. That doesn't happen, and there's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Drumkieran men in behind the ball. And it's the Gooch. No, it's back to Jerry Percival again. Tops it over. The 8 points to Carrigallen, 4-6 to Drumkieran. Is there any possibility at all of a comeback from the men in blue and white? It's a long, long way away. Kevin Ford restarts through the centre. Up it goes, but gathered easily in the centre of the field by the number 8, Kieran White. Fed up to the corner again. And it's the number 14, Clark. Clark is going through on his own. No, he's fed it back. Spins, turns, out. Too easy. Very easy scores. Carrigallen working like hell to get a score. Drumkieran go up the field. and top them over. 4-7 Drumkieran, 8 points to Carrigallen. There's just the atmosphere in the ground has dropped because the match is just not competitive enough. And that one clears everybody. And the first man to it is a man from Drumkieran, that number 7, Dara Flynn. Dara Flynn feeds in Jamie Gallagher. Gallagher, too easy out to the number 13, Langan. And a bit of hard tackling and given by Mattis. And he's won the free kick. Really near enough the first tight on, and it's just given away by Gary Riley. That's atrocious football into Tiernan. Drumkieran feeding out to the right hand side to Gallagher. Gallagher beats Mark Dolan. He spins and turns. Is he over carrying? He just did. The tackle from Mark Dolan, and the ball's kicked away, and he's bringing it forward. Jerry Percival way back plays the ball long and towards JP McManus, but once again beaten to it by Dara Flynn, and Flynn has a lot of pace about him. Puts the ball over the sideline. It's a sideline ball for Carrigallen. Fed into Riley. Into Gary Riley. Once again Gary's ball is played short and easily into the arms of the Drumkieran man as the number 17, McHugh. This time Carrigallen build up. Young Hackett's first touch. He's off. He's a bit of a flyer. He's looking up inside him. He's got no support inside. He's coming backwards towards Rourke. The Gooch calls for it. He's turning. He's spinning. He feeds a good ball into Gary Riley. Outside him is Dolan. Barry. Gary Riley goes on his own. Goes on a solo. Puts that one to the left hand side and wide. Another substitution for Declan Daly coming on for Drumkieran. That's Patrick McHugh, who caused a lot of trouble for Carrigallen, who's coming off. I think a lot of these substitutions from Drumkieran are to give guys a rest for the next challenge in this Leitrim Intermediate Championship. Ball goes over Tiernan Rourke's head. It's won by the number 8, White. But he's fouled the ball. No, he's won a free. Number 18, Jerome Maguire. Feeds the number. And it's just beat too easy. And it's another goal. It's like tiddlywinks. It's tiddlywinks back there. It's so simple. A simple game made difficult by the men in blue and white. So it's now 5 goals and 7 points to 8 points. And there's only 10 minutes gone in the second half. I don't know who got that score for Drumkieran, unfortunately, which is unfortunate considering it was a goal. I'm sure he would like his name mentioned, but it doesn't matter. The referee is calling Gary Riley towards him. Again, another frustrated tackle, and maybe these frustrations that should be looked after on the line, maybe take them off, because there's a long way to go when you've got a yellow card and you're on the end of a very bad scoreline. The number 13 Takes his time over taking the free only because there was nobody making the move. Maguire gets it back to him. Langan drops the ball in and drops to the right hand side and wide. Eamon Dolan warming up for Carrigallen. So as I say, Eamon Dolan warming up. Twinkle Toes has been known to score 4 or 5 over the season, but not in one game. And young Hackett, how can he do anything? He's looking for the coach. He's got... Oh, that's a good score. That's a good score. 9 points to Carrigallen. 5-7 Drumkieran. Kieran Riley was looking on the inside there maybe to get a score, but I think the young man was right. Take a score. Get your confidence up. Ball went up. Number 6 flicked it on, but it's only to Mark Dolan and to his brother and feeds the coach. Benny Rourke cutting inside into Kieran Riley. He's got Jerry Percival. Oh, wrong option. JP Mack has won the ball. Oh, and then he's pushed over. So free into Carrigallen. They could register another quick point here, and Jerry Percival going to take it. And he's put it over the bar. So Carrigallen now in the double figures with 10 points. But unfortunately the other side of the coin is 5 goals and 7. So 4 goals between the teams. There's 15 minutes gone in the second half. Carrigallen need goals. But is there enough time to get 4 of them? I think there's a water break. Yep. Kieran keeper getting a little bit of attention as well during this opportunity. So I'd say it is quite warm out there. It's as we all know, it's been a poor summer, but today is a nice day. It's warm, it's overcast, but it's ideal conditions for football. So water on board. Keeper will restart. That's Kevin Ford. Kevin Ford drills the ball up through the centre again. Up goes Beano O'Rourke. He's won lots of ball, but just not able to break the tower. The confidence has ebbed out of Carrigallen. You can see that's such a loose ball. And once again, Look at the man coming through with pace on the inside for Dara Flynn. That's the difference between the two teams. Supporting, and he just pulls it to the left-hand side, the right-hand side and wide. But a man coming off the shoulder at pace. I haven't seen it once happen for Carrigallen. And so up forward we have still got young Hackett and Kieran Riley. Just behind them, there is JP Mack. I think no signs of any other substitutions yet. Up goes Tiernan Rourke, breaks the ball down, but once again Nobody from Carrigallen there looking for it, battling for it. That's the number 18, Maguire. Jerome Maguire plays a great ball down into the number 12. He spins, turns, just puts it wide. That was Cathal McCauley. The game has just entered a lull because we all know the game is up. I'm really going through the motions. Remember, the scoreline remains Carrigallen 10 points and Drumkeerin 5 goals and 7. It's a sideline ball, and it's a sideline ball for Drumkeerin. Played into the corner to the number 12. That's McCauley again. He's done a lot of damage, and another dangerous ball coming in. This time the keeper gets a fist to it, and Daniel Lyons feeds in. Gary Riley has dropped the ball, and Drumkeerin win it again. Tiernan puts the ball across the face, caught by Darren Kenny. He's got Mark Dolan, he's got Barry Dolan. He feeds, no, it's Mattis. Mattis out to Mark Dolan now. Back into Mattis again. Oh, and he's just given it away. This is hard to watch. It's hard to contemplate that you could train all year to put in a performance of this at this level. And it's a 45. The Flying Flea is warming up. Andrew McManus, a stalwart of the Carrigallen team. Now 50 odd years of age, but they're bringing him on because he's still got the skills. And it's his brother JP coming off. And the older brother, the Flying Flea, coming on. And there's a change of goalkeeper, I think. I think there was an injury to the Drumkeerin goalkeeper, so we have a replacement goalkeeper. Connor Woods coming on. And it's Jamie Langan to take this 45. Shove. Andrew. Ball's played into the square. And it's over the bar. 5-8, Drumkeerin, 10 points, Carrigallen. Huge round of applause from Drumkeerin supporters for the injured goalkeeper, Kevin Ford. But he's done his bit. He's got a blank sheet on the goal side of it. And it's Gary Riley coming off. Who went on? JP, don't know. So the Flying Flea has come on for Gary Riley, and I don't know who else has come off for JP Mack. We'll have a look around and see. Eamon Dolan. So Carrigallen going for broke. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forwards now. All well capable as Eamon Dolan feeds in the Flying Flea. Off he goes. His first touch of this intermediate match, and Eamon Dolan just loses out to that. It was a low pass, it was a poor pass. And the two centre midfield men from Drumkeerin who have bossed things and controlled things, that's Kieran White and James Gallagher, have really been the difference in this performance. And you can see Gallagher now involved again. Feeds it down to the right hand side to the number 14. That 14 is Clark, and Clark puts the ball wide. That's Colin Clark. He was heavily disguised as Connor Woods in the first half. But now Drumkeerin again. Gallagher, who's been running the legs of himself the whole game. Into number 7, Dara Flynn. Now they're just playing hold the ball. And Carrigallen, there's no intensity. as they shoot from way out the field. There's about 8 minutes left to go. It's 8 long, torturous minutes for the Carrigallen men, and it's an 8 strolling minutes for Drumcairn. And look at this ball in the middle. There's nobody now in the centre field for Carrigallen, but Drumcairn make a mistake. Danny Lyons gets a little push in the back as he went down for that. And the ball's brought forward. He takes it quickly into Eamon Dolan, the twinkle toes. Into he's got he had Benny Rourke wide. Too slow. He wins the free kick, but Benny was there for the one time, somebody coming off the shoulder, and the ball wasn't released. That typifies the performance here today from the men in blue and white from Carrigallen. And Benny will take the free kick, sticks it over the bar. So the Gooch has scored a point, but the goal was on. And another change in Drumcairn. I'd say they're just emptying the bench today because they can afford to. And it's the number 11, Eddie Tiernan, that's gone off. And I don't see who came on. So up she goes. Once again, breaking ball. Middle ball in midfield. Everything has been won by Drumcairn. That's the number 13. Jamie Langan. Oh! He was going for goal. He could have been content just to stick the ball over the bar. Darren Kenny restarts the game again. It's one in the centre. Just for a change by the men from Drumcairn. This number 8, Kieran White, just dominated the whole of midfield. 13 takes the shot on goal and puts yet another wide in for Drumcairn. I would say they must be in double figures now for wides, at least. But yet the scoreboard still reads 5 goals in 8 to 11 points to Carrigallen. And amazingly, that's only 13 scores to 10. To 11. But Gallagher through on his own again, charging through. Oh, great tackle. Barry Nash got a tackle in and robbed him. And now, Barry Riley, he's got lots of space in front of him. He's also got Tiernan Rourke in front of him. He gets the return pass. He feeds a little ball into the Gooch. But once again, great bit of defending from Drumcairn. Get enforced. Eamon Dolan has received the ball now. The twinkle toes gets a little bit of a show. Jerry Percival, he's going in on goal. There's 3-4 men around him and blocked down. That's defensive work. That's support play. And off they go again. Feeding in to the James Gallagher again. Off then to Phelan McHugh. The centre back is getting involved. Feeding in then to the number 13 Langan again. And out to the right corner. That's a great turn and stern. Oh, and just goes left hand side and wide. Three minutes left in the game. Is there a chance for Carrigallen to score 5? Who's coming on? David McLean coming on to the field of play. Yeah. Davey has come on, but didn't see who come off. It is Mark Dolan. Pino, and the big high ball goes in towards Kieran Hazy, but what beaten to it by the number 2 Rogan. It's been a footballing lesson here today in Park Sean. Support play, feeding off the shoulder, going again, supporting again. Drumkieran have done it from minute 1. It's just constant. They don't lose the ball, they're not giving it away. Possession, support, and scoring. And that's a dropping ball, and it goes wide again. Hazy comes off. Something wrong with his boot. 2 minutes. 2 more torturous minutes to go through and talk complete. You are listening to this tonight. Off she goes. Once again, well taken again by the number 6 Bourne. Feeds it down to Macaulay, who looks as if his legs are now gone. There's nothing much left to say other than ref. It's nearly up. It's been very comprehensive. It's been all over the field. Drumkieran have dominated everywhere. He touched maybe on the ground. He did. And now the flying flea gets involved. Andrew Mack. Years of experience. Hazy. Hackett. The Gooch. And it's a great score. Oh. Jeez, you could have given us that one. Unlucky there from Benny Rourke. The match has died, the crowd has died, I've nearly died, and it's 1:15. Referee checks his watch. You must say he's refereed very fairly today. David McLean hasn't got a touch yet, and you would never see that. Haven't seen that all year where Tiernan Rourke has let a ball go through his fingers. That's just the way it's been for Carrigallen all day. Not a thing coming off. Marking. Another shot. God knows how many wides Drumkieran have now. It must be 15 or 16. The time is up. The referee looks at the watch. Amendola, the twinkle toes. He's looking for support. He doesn't get it. So his toes drive him on himself. Over to the Gooch. Benny the Gooch. Spins, turns, puts it wide. And with that, the referee doesn't blow his whistle. They think it's all over. It wasn't now. Well, I think best described as probably shambolic. And once again, the ball goes through the centre. Once again, Drumkieran win it in the centre. There's a pullback. Taken quickly. Drumkieran don't think they've got enough scores yet. And by God, the way they're shooting, it looks like they don't care. Must be 20 wides. And with that, it blows up. It's 5 goals, 8 points to 11 points. Well done, Drumkieran. Carrigallen need to go right back to the drawing board.